Hey everyone, my name is Wolfie, and welcome to probably one of the most chaotic channels you will ever find. You are very welcome to be here, and you're probably wondering where here is. Well, this is Utah, and we are just going to dive right in. So this is a project that I have been working on for 3 years. It's been since about 2020, a little bit before then. Quarantine drove me crazy, and I got incredibly into just existing in Minecraft because it's somewhere where I can be. And from that craziness began my mountain project, which I referred to this place as for quite a while until it was christened Utah. And yeah, that's pretty much how it started. This is about how it's going. You'll see a bunch of random half-done projects, slightly almost done projects, some chaos, some more chaos over there. You can't see it yet, but this entire area is full of chests. We've got some crazy architecture going on. I mean, there's the thing that I'm walking on, which is actually going to be the central layer, I guess, of a gigantic mountain. So I've been working on the support struts for this for a long time, and in essence the plan is to take and create the base of a mountain working off of these support struts, and then once I get the base of the mountain, to fill it with crazy things like this pillar. I want to have actually a few of those around to, oh, frick, phantoms. I want to have a few support pillars around, and then buildings. Really? Really? Can I get a sleep in? Please let me be able to sleep. Oh, so close! Okay. Let me go find a place to sleep. Editing me wanted to mention that this thing I got distracted with is a villager breeder that I'm hoping to recreate so that we've got villagers just wandering around. Do I have a tailing allay? Oh, hi! Hi, buddy. So apparently I forgot that I had an allay around here. Also, yes, I did build this before chains exist. I will come and retrofit it with chains eventually. Anyway, sleep has occurred. So, yeah, this whole mountain is going to be filled with various contraptions and farms. This is actually an iron farm in disguise. I've got a giant bamboo farm underneath the ground over here. I have this crazy idea of trying to combine a cobblestone, smooth stone, or wait, is it polished stone now? Basically that, but shiny. Wood, ender pearls, chicken, possibly cooked chicken, and I think I also wanted to include basalt and a few other things. So this place is going to be an industrial hub, but it is also going to be a story hub. This entire place actually has a story. I have a big universe that I'm working on. It has quite a few different places in it, and one of the central trading cities is actually Utah. So this is going to become a trading port city. I'm going to expand this area quite a bit. I'm going to have some giant ocean this area of the mountain, once I get it kind of outlined, is going to be collapsed. And there's actually going to be houses at the bottom of the ocean from when houses on the surface fell with the crust of the mountain into the ocean. It's pretty crazy. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen. There are things that still need to happen. Like, for instance, all of these lanterns, I'm going to actually connect to the roof of this mountain. I've got a lot of plans. I've got a lot of things going. One of the first things that I actually want to tackle while we're here in this video is I need to get those gone. And I need to get them gone for a very specific reason. That layer of dirt that they're sitting on, that is all podzol, I need. Why do I need it, you might ask? Well, welcome to the craziness of my mind. So, storage issues. Storage has been an issue, is being an issue, will always be an issue. If you couldn't tell. Oh, that looked weird. I have a lot of items. I've got a lot of items. I need a lot of items. A lot of these items are the same. I am not good at throwing out items because 9 times out of 10, if I throw out an item, I need it 2 days later. So, oh hi. Welcome. Anyway, I really love Allays. Anyway, all of that stone is what I gathered from digging out this behemoth. And as you can see, there's some wonkiness down there. I'll explain that when I explain this in probably the next episode, because storage woes. Anyway, this is actually my storage system, or the beginnings of it, or ends of it. It's a mess. So I've been working on this for probably nearly the entire time I've been building the mountain. I think this area came before the outline, but that was long enough ago that I can't remember. Anyway, I want to make these floors, all 5 of them, look like that. Just kind of a really good mix of grass, podzol, cracked stone bricks, gravel, and coarse dirt. I just noticed that there are 2 path blocks that there shouldn't be, and that stair is not connected. Did we have another creeper explosion? Oh crap, can Enderman grab blocks again? I thought I disabled that. Anyway, that's going to take me a while. And for it, I need a heckin' ton of podzol. I believe... Crap, was this my... No, this is the rockets. Yeah, this is rockets. Because I'm always running out of rockets. If you couldn't tell, I'm not very organized. In one of these messes of shulkers, somewhere, I have all of the materials to start this, except for podzol, because podzol is probably the most difficult out of all of them to get. Weirdly enough. Oh, whack. All of the rest of them you just kind of run into while mining and things. So, like, I've just got tons of gravel sitting around. Just like that. I've got plenty of stone to make stone bricks. In fact, I think I have some cracking over here. Nope, I don't. In case you're wondering what this is a self-feeding furnace that you can use to output charcoal, which ironically enough is going to be part of a later project. Anyway. Oh! Well, lo and behold, I found it. Oh, that was from a raid. I also have a texture pack, or data pack, whichever, that gives me heads. They're going to be collected at some point. And then I know I have this, and I have some gravel somewhere. Anyway, without further ado, we're gonna tear down those trees really quick. So this took me right around 2 hours, I think, to get this whole thing done, which is funny because it wasn't enough in the end. Alright everyone, now that that huge platform of dirt is gone, this place feels so much better, and I actually have my tree chopping area back. I use this for the crimson and warped wood since they decide to grow so daggum tall. Usually I can just trot up here and hop down on top of them. Occasionally though, I can English, I still have to use rockets to get up on top. But, not the concern of today. Beautiful flying. Anyway, the concern for today is to get that floor pattern, that really nice mix of podzol, coarse dirt, gravel, cracked stone bricks, and grass. That is like my base. This is going to be my canvas. And I need to translate that canvas from just the bottom layer to this layer, and this layer, and that one, and that one. Because right now, these kind of look like trash. They were always intended to have some nice stuff placed on them, so it's okay. We're going to fix that. But because this episode is starting to run a little long, we're just going to try a... that didn't seem to be powerful enough. We did get one layer in, though, so it was at least partially effective. Oh, also, we seem to have snapped someone's lead off. That's the first delay that I ever got. I gave him a bone because he is now bones. But anyway, let's give that one more try. Nope. Where? We are in the tree now. Oh, looks like that one wasn't powerful enough either. Well, that's frustrating. And the other thing that's frustrating is I actually ran out of materials. So I've scrounged together almost enough, but unfortunately, while I have enough of everything else, I need more podzol. So you can probably see in the distance, I have already begun again this tedious process of farming this stuff. And also, I don't understand why. But like this side, no dirt on the edges. This side, like tons of dirt on the edges. What? Why did it not fill in this side as much? I couldn't tell you. But regardless, all I need to do is finish chopping down some of the spruce, which I've already begun. And then hopefully, if I give this one more really good snap. Oh, finally that one worked. All right, so now we have all 5 layers in. We can get ready for the next step, which is I am going to be adding foliage to all of this. I want to stress, this is just a base. Yes, this floor looks a little bit jank right now, but the next step should pull it all together. Once we get all the foliage in, I'm going to assign a flower to each level. No, I don't know which flower is going to be for which level yet. We're gonna deal with that when I get to it. Until then, I actually have another, like, slightly side project that I want to add to these before I start on adding in more stuff like this, more leaves and things like that. So during building these parts, I got looking at these alcoves again. Originally, when I started making this, I was going to put a combination of shulker boxes and chests and barrels and like, oh look, it's storage stuff. This must be the storage room. And then I built it and I was just like, well, there's chests. why the heck put them out here? It made sense when I originally designed it, but I did that on paper. So now that I've done it in Minecraft, it doesn't. So I've scrapped that idea. And I started testing a new one, which is just some little bits of floral-y stuff. I actually mocked up a couple of these. The only problem that I realized after I got 3 in is I'm adding leaves and glowberries and all of that stuff to this walkway. You aren't even going to notice this. And I want this to be something that pops, that like draws your attention to either side of the entrance. This is a really bad spot to show that off. I just casually have a villager there. Pay him no heed. Anyway, I want something on either side that just kind of pops as you start to walk into these entrances. And if you haven't noticed, all of the blocks that my actual storage system are built with are nether. I built this one 116 dropped, and I just fell in love with all of these blocks. And yes, the color combination is a little bit weird. It has like some funkiness to it, but it's funkiness that I like. I love the personality of this. So I want to actually bring that out a little bit. And for that, I started prepping a few blocks. And they are over here. And you can probably already see them. I focus mostly on warped because these vines were murder to get. But now I have them. And then I'm going to finish getting all of the crimson stuff. And I'm going to do that. I'm just going to have some nether blocks pulling out into all of my like overworld decorations. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for it. But unfortunately, I am more than a little bit out of time for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being here this long. I really appreciate it. And I hope I see you in the next one. Also, if you want to hang around, I have some little like credit scenes to watch. Hopefully I'll be doing a lot of those. And yeah, if you liked it, please leave a comment. I love reading them. And I will see you in the next one. Wolfie out! Now for a fun tidbit about my base. This iron farm that I mentioned earlier, and that data pack that gives me mob heads, every so often I will come up here, and because I am a sucker for design, I have a slight issue. That is, it gets filled up with iron golems fairly frequently, actually. So I just go in here and very carefully kill all of them. And sometimes I am lucky, not that time, and I get a head. So we're gonna see if I get one. Thing I forgot to mention, with this data pack, you only get a head for player kills, which makes the sword that I use a little bit less helpful, because sometimes things are dying to fire, sometimes they're dying to me, sometimes I get lucky, other times not so much. Alright, my dude, you are my last hope, and also the most precarious to hit. Don't worry, Bush. You will return. Please? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, maybe next video. I mean, I can prove that they exist. They're just really difficult to get.